had to hand weed everything in the garden here because it had gotten too big, because I wasn't able to get out with a hoe during our 3 months where we were getting nothing but rain. Right in front of the greenhouse, and the sun is still up above the trees south of the garden until I get to the very end of the bed here. It goes behind the trees that are on this side of the driveway that are marked for being cut down. I am in the chard and the kale beds here. I'm in front of the other greenhouse now, walking towards the south end of the garden again. And the sun is going behind this tree right here, which is marked to be cut down, but the sun is not much higher than these other trees, which I don't know what we want to do with those. Looking back, got the lettuces and green onions still here in the beds. I have got Slick 6 Plus back there doing a time lapse of the garden. I'm wanting to know what the shading looks like this time of year, and yesterday it got overcast in the afternoon, so I'm redoing that. And I've got the plastic stretched out here from the poly low tunnel. I want to take that off for the rest of the season to see how the lettuce does just all by itself without protection. And the plastic was not drying out over there, so I've got it stretched out here. I'm gonna roll it up, put it away. Then I've got the potatoes. These are German butterballs, and about a week or so ago I dug up a plant and got about a pound. So some of these are dying back. I want to kind of dig those up and then plant the raspberry starts that I have in there. The Slick's got my dress on. So I've got a battery pack here in the pocket so that he can run on this long time lapse.
Hi, Catherine. You think I'm doing a good job?
You're doing a great job, Slick. Keep it up. And nothing. Oh, hey, yay. Potato. Potato. Oh, gosh. Oh, potato. Think that might be it, though. Oh, no, here's another one. Oh, wow. So I'm going to have to go farther back in, because that potato plant is way over there. So these may be way farther back. Yeah, they're growing farther back into the bank. Okie dokie. Wow, that was cool. So I think no, there's another one. Wow. This is so awesome. Oh, man, I hope I don't stab one. There's another one. Wow, this is really cool. Yeah, you guys, I'm gonna have to be systematic. I think I just need to go through, get all the potatoes out, and then plant my raspberries, right? Let's throw these in a bowl. Oh, wow. Come on, little fellows. Okay, can you see that? Oop. Yeah, that might be a pound. I'll have to go weigh it. 1 pound, 2.8 ounces. I got this one section, maybe about a quarter of the whole plot, dug up. And I got a box of potatoes. This is the west side of the garden where the main road runs this way. And this is the afternoon, and you can see that this really tall tree right here is shading things out. But even so, this time of year, the sun is low enough that even some of these smaller trees are doing some shading. So looking back at the kale, which is just getting dappled sunlight at this point. I'm coming through, little buddy. I've got all the potatoes dug back here in the berry patch. So this is the first section where I started. The second section where it actually had 3 rows of potatoes instead of just 2. And the next section, and then that little section right back there. Oh, we got a squirrel in the back. Oh, what's he up to? I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and rake it out and plant raspberries. The no-see-ums have been attacking me, but as long as I'm moving around, I kind of figure I'll get bit a few times. But anyway, I got the whole thing raked out. Alrighty, so I've got tarps all along here, and before I cut holes into it and put the raspberry plants in, I think I'm gonna sleep on it and see if this is what I really wanna do. So I decided to fold the tarps back and then plant the raspberries in the holes here. And then when their leaves die off, you know, they're not so tall that I can't just kind of lay them over and put the tarp on top of them for the winter time. So that's kind of the plan. I've got a little bit of rotted seaweed in each of these holes. And I'm doing 2 plants per large section. Ugh. Okay, buddy. Your new house. How do you like that, huh? Got my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 raspberries planted, which feels really awesome. As I was going through raking before and now, you know, planting the raspberries, I found some actually nice sized potatoes in there. So I expect I'll have some volunteers next year. Okay, so I'm going to plant clover in these 2 beds, the one with the lettuce and the one where the carrots were planted. And I'm going to be using this white New Zealand clover from 2011. This is the only clover out of 4 different bags that didn't, when I chitted it in the spring, it didn't germinate very well. I actually had 1 bag that was 2010, which did better. And I think it's because it's probably in a paper bag and maybe that affected it. But I'm still going to try it. I'm going to just load it on pretty heavy. And then I've got this little tiny bag that actually I did pretty well. So I might just kind of sprinkle that on both beds real lightly. So I'm gonna either end up with no clover coming up or like way too much. I had to run to the hardware store to get some trash bags because I've got these bags of fertilizer and I need to rebag them. I had all of these guys stashed up in that pallet above the composting bins, but it's just been raining for 3 months, right? So I was so nervous, and sure enough, they are mildewing. So I'm hoping I haven't ruined what's inside them, but I'm gonna rebag them in these plastic bags and stash them. I think I'll stash them back up there. last job is to move this compost on these 4 tarps into the greenhouse on top of a tarp in there, because we're supposed to get rain starting in tomorrow afternoon. We've been lucky to have 2 weeks of sun, absolutely no rain at all, but it'll be nice to get rain to rain the clover in and the raspberries. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if the deer will want to just nibble the leaves right off, so maybe I should put some branches around them. Well, all of the compost moved into the basil greenhouse, and now I can sift it later when the weather sucks. All of the little raspberry plants have sticks around them, so hopefully at least the deer won't lay on them.